Now, after the death of Jawaharlal Nehru in 1964, there was a serious issue of who is going to succeed Jawaharlal Nehru, and there were many doubts expressed by the other nations at that point of time that is democracy is going to survive or it's going to reach its end, because there is no strong leader in the Congress, and who is going to take over the position of Jawaharlal Nehru. This is the point expressed by the various other leaders, and they also have a question that is democracy going to survive or it's going to meet its end. That time there came the man called Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri. Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri had made a clear impression after Jawaharlal Nehru. He took over the chair of the Prime Minister, and the Congress party has put forth a strong and dedicated leader, and he took forward everything. But he also has to face a challenge in the issue of Hindi. As the language of Hindi, as declared as the official language of India, and it is going to be the national language of India, immediately in the South India, that is the Tamil Nadu region, we got the party called DMK. This DMK started the anti-Hindi movement. The anti-Hindi movement went into so peak that they started to do the dharnas, the bandhs, the hartals and everything, and they started to block the trains, they started to burn the effigies, they started to break the newspapers, and the situation was that the Doordarshan news in Hindi also was not allowed to read in the Chennai TV stations, and they used to go to the TV stations of Doordarshan and they used to break the TV channels and everything, and used to destroy and create a panic situation for us. So it made it very clear that because DMK people have the view that Hindi is put forth on all of us faces. Actually, we don't like Hindi at any point of time. So why are you posturing it with the Hindi on all our faces? That is the reason why expressed by the DMK people, and it got support from the other South Indian states, and it became, and DMK is having a links with the political figures like Mr. MGR, who got a very clear picture and made it a very national issue. And personally, Lal Bahadur Shastri did not like any anti-Hindi movements. He wanted Hindi to be a perfectly national language, and a national language should be respected by each and every person in the nation. This is the personal view of Lal Bahadur Shastri. But in reality, the DMK did not come at all to compromise, and they went on doing all the dharnas, bandhs, burning of the effigies and all these things. So finally, to come into conclusion, Lal Bahadur Shastri came with a view that we are going to give allowing the languages of regional languages for the state governments or English language. They can do the copy in regional language plus the English language, whichever is convenient for them, and pass on the laws. But Hindi will be a national language. It is not binding on anybody for them, but it will be made as a subsidiary languages, and they recognized all the other languages and made it very clear that Hindi is not going to be binding on anybody else. So from this again we can get into clarity that Jawaharlal Nehru had a personal view against the languages, that the division of the states on the basis of languages at this point of time may bring some kind of contradictions or consolidation, may get into problems. That is a view expressed by Jawaharlal Nehru, but later he did not stick on to his personal view. He went on with the popular will, and today it is an advantage that Indians are divided on the basis of languages but bonded as they are Indians. In the same way, Lal Bahadur Shastri also personally had very close intimacy with the Hindi language, and he wanted Hindi language to be the national unquestioned language, but he did not stick up on to that, and he moved on with the will of the nation, and he also made the other languages also the official language of the states, and Hindi as a national official language plus English will be the official language. In this way, the personal views of the politicians will never be addressed. Only the popular will, the people's will should be taken into criteria. This was a true key for the success of the Congress in the first initial periods, but the untimely death of Lal Bahadur Shastri made a great loss for us. Actually, he went to attend a meeting in Tashkent, and when he was signing the agreement and he was returning back, he was met his untimely death. So again there was a gap. Who should be taking over the political position of Prime Minister? Will again democracy survive? Because we are getting tasks after tasks for every government. Like we got a task of states reorganization, again immediately we got the task of anti-Hindi agitation. So let us see who will take over the chair, who brought the solution for all these things, what happened for us next. We'll discuss about it.